Welcome to the bread kitchen. When I was growing up, no trip to a cafe with my mother was complete without a toasted tea cake. So today I'm going to show you how to make the classic English tea cake, which despite its name isn't a cake at all. I'm going to make 6 reasonably large tea cakes, and for that I've got 450 grams of bread flour, 285 ml of slightly warm milk, 125 grams of sultanas, or you could use raisins or currants or a mixture, 2 tablespoons of caster sugar. I happen to be using golden caster sugar, but any fine sugar will do. 2 teaspoons of yeast, dried yeast, and here there's a teaspoon of salt, a quarter of a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a couple of big pinches of cloves and ground ginger. Put the yeast and the sugar into the milk, give it a good whisk, and then leave it 10 minutes for the yeast to activate. Meanwhile, sift the spices and the salt into a bowl, and then sift in the flour, just to get rid of any lumps. Make a well in the middle of the flour, pour in the milk and yeast, and mix to a nice soft dough. What you should end up with is a nice soft dough which is slightly tacky, not sticky because it's not sticking to my hands, but you can feel it's like the glue on a post-it note. I'll now knead the dough on a floured surface for 5 minutes and give it a good kneading. After 5 minutes of punishing your dough, spread it out a bit, add on the sultanas, and then fold the dough over, and then begin kneading to disperse the sultanas throughout the dough. Now some of them will pop out, but that's okay because you can pop them back in again. And knead this for a couple more minutes. Once you've got the sultanas throughout the dough, and it's quite springy, pop it in a lightly oiled bowl, cover it, and then put it in a warm place and allow the dough to double in size. Oh, I'm loving this puffed up puffiness. So I'll just flour a surface again, turn the dough out, just knock it back a bit, then I'll just knead it for about 2 minutes. Alright, now I'm going to cut this dough into 6 pieces. You can cut it into 8 if you want smaller tea cakes. Now I'll take each piece and make it into a nice ball by kind of folding it in under itself. Just press the balls down slightly to flatten them a bit. Then pop them onto a lightly greased baking tray. Cover with some cling film which you've lightly oiled, and then we'll put them in a warm place for about 45 minutes to an hour to allow them to rise. These have risen really rather nicely. Now you can, if you wish, brush these with milk. I'll just brush 2 of them to show you the difference that the milk makes. Now I'll bake these in the oven at 175 fan oven or 200 normal oven for about 15 minutes. And here they are. These 2 were milk glazed and they've got like a satiny finish to them, whereas these 4, which didn't have the milk glaze, have got more of a matte finish. So I just pop them on a wire rack to cool. Oh, they're a bit hot. Now when they've cooled, your tea cakes should be nice and soft. Let's cut one open. Ooh, lovely! I can't wait to get this toasted. I do love toasted tea cakes. They're a real connection with my childhood. Now the best way to eat these is to slice them in half, toast them, slather them with butter, and you can eat them like that, or maybe put some slices of cheese on top, or jam, whatever you want really. I hope you enjoy making your tea cakes. Thanks for watching, and join me again in the bread kitchen.